some of y'all probably heard this already before, but I remember. Okay, so we did it was after Ren's debut. I was crying the whole time, literally telling staff, so I'm like, I don't think I could do this anymore. And had to wipe off my tears because we had to go do the debut program and finish up. And as soon, because it's like on, like, okay, so after that, after we finished, after the debut program was ever and the stream ended, we all hopped into Discord, and then everyone, like all the livers in NIJI just hopped in. They're like going, congratulations! Like saying you all did so good. I just muted and I cried the entire time. Everyone was having fun, cheering, and I was just crying in the VC muted by myself.
Aww.
And then I just, like, I quietly left. I don't even know if anyone noticed I left. But, no, yeah, I just felt embarrassed and I'm like, I don't want to kill the vibe. So I just left the call. Like, I don't even know if anyone noticed I left. And yeah, I made the mistake of going on Twitter and, you know, reading the shit. I shouldn't have done that.
You know, it kind of makes me feel bad because when Scarle was doing her debut, I know for a lot of people it probably was fun in games about her bad internet connection and her Oshi mark being the loading symbol. And I was one of them, unfortunately, that did that back then, where I put the loading symbol in her chat. And, you know, hearing that she obviously that got to her and, you know, she didn't really like that, definitely, you know, makes me feel a little bit of regret, because obviously you don't know what a person might like and what they're not really comfortable with until you get to know them.
And then, yeah, I got up, like, still sobbing. I, like, went to my roomie. I'm like, hey, she's like, what's wrong? Why are you crying? I'm like, let me use your Wi-Fi. Like, please, like, give me, like, 2 hours. And she's like, okay. And then that's when I just took my external cord and plugged it into her Wi-Fi, and then I did my 2.0 debut. Have you seen the others' debut? You aren't the only one scuffed.
That is true.
I think it was just because of, like, you know, the chat kept with the loading sign, because the whole time I was, like, panicking. I think I thought it was a lot worse, because, like, some people told me my debut was, like, unwatchable.
It definitely was very watchable because we were all there. We all watched it, right? And I definitely enjoyed it. I'm sure a lot of people in my community 100% enjoyed it. There's a whole video actually on my VODs channel of us watching the debut, and we were all, like, you know, ecstatic and excited for the debut.
So I thought, like, for the whole time, I thought no one could hear me. I thought it was, like, freaking buffering the whole time. I think I just thought that it was worse than what it was. So it really made me panic a lot.
Aww.
Like, I don't even know if it was, because I didn't watch it, and I refused to watch it.
No, dude, this isn't a laughing clip. This is just a sad clip. And it's like, you know, again, you really never know what a person is going through. Like, she definitely put on a show for all of us because she, you know, she kept her head high and she, like, absolutely, like, nailed that debut. And none of us were the wiser that she was not okay in that moment. This is, like, Scarle is my Oshi for several reasons. And maybe I'll get into it here in a bit, but she's fantastic.
And when we do our 1 year, if we watch it, I'm not gonna watch it. But I think that was why, because I was under the impression that my stream was completely unwatchable. Yeah, I don't even know, because no one in NIJI knew either. I think it was, like, maybe a few days later that I told a couple members, like maybe 2 members, how I felt. And then they were like, aw, but, like, yeah, I don't even think anyone knew that, like, I was legit gonna quit after that. Because I was just so, like I said, I was under the impression that my stream was unwatchable. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe for the year thing, I'll watch the debut and see how
I think
bad
she should.
It was. Most people just talk about the end result, which is beautiful and well-deserved. But not many know the journey it took to get here. I feel that I'm proud of you.
And I am proud of her. So a lot of you don't know this, but I guess the cat's out of the bag. I did know Scarle before she joined Niji. I'm not really gonna say much more on that, but like, yeah. I mean, a lot of people just don't know the hard work that she put in, right, to get to where she is now. And you know, honestly, like she genuinely deserves everything that she has now. And I genuinely am very proud of her. And I thought she killed it. I absolutely did. I, you know, have been watching her for years, right? And like legitimately, I'm obviously not going to tell you about her past life and stuff like that, but like I've always supported her, and that hasn't changed now that she's joined Niji. I'm still there supporting her, and you know, between you and me, like, you know, I think that she seems a lot happier and in a better place now, and I'm very happy that she's continuing. And honestly, I'm always like happy to tell people that, like, you know, Scarle is my Oshi, because she's absolutely a wonderful being that is just hilarious, very entertaining, and puts her best foot forward all the time. So yeah, I know this wasn't really a funny clip, but I know, worth adding to the video, I guess. I think a statement that applies to a lot of YouTubers. Most people don't realize how much they struggle and work for where they are. True. No, but Scarle is doing great for herself. I'm so happy.